Cereza and the Lost Demon.
Muy bien, volvimos ya, y esta vez no para la historia de Cereza y Cheshire, sino para la historia de Jeanne. Creo que va a ser lo que estuvo haciendo Jeanne entre el tiempo que estuvimos en el bosque, porque recordamos que había yo todavía sigo pensando de que el ser o la persona que estaba dentro de esos cristales que encontramos en el bosque y el Cereza usaba para evolucionar sus habilidades era Jeanne. Y vamos a ver, hazañas de Jeanne. Y nueva partida. Ya van 4 veces que voy intentando grabar y se congela por acá. Tarán. Demora en cargar bastante esta vez.
We have heard the tale of an unlikely friendship between a young witch and a lost demon.
Aquí ya se cortó el pelo, ¿no?
There is a secret chapter hidden in its pages
¿qué dice el capítulo secreto?
Untold.
Contame qué dice el capítulo secreto.
This is a story of 2 young witches who are joined by a powerful bond. From this time forth, it must forever remain a secret.
Los jóvenes
Never
brujas.
to be repeated.
Ya, son Cereza y Jeanne, más o menos, pero ¿qué se refiere con el vínculo? ¿Qué pasó? Está con su modelo normal del juego, sin el cambio de pelo. Entonces esto es durante que está sola.
Back in the forest?
Le regresan al bosque. Entonces después. O antes de que, justo en el día antes de que se hiciera el peinado.
Huh? Cheshire? Where are you, Cheshire?
Pero Cheshire se fue justo cuando ella se fue, ¿no?
Where am I? Cheshire? Cheshire, where are you?
¿Pero qué está pasando? ¿Es solo el efecto del libro, de la historia que están contando? ¿O en verdad el mundo se está volviendo blanco? Bueno, se está desvaneciendo para ir a un lugar de volver a ser blanco. Neblina, Silent Hill vino. Esa música todavía. ¿Qué pasó? ¿La congelaron? ¿Se volvió piedra?
Trapped within a strange void, Cereza had been petrified by a mysterious force. And as for Cheshire, he was nowhere to be seen. Could this too have been the work of the fairies?
Ya no quedaba en nadie. Pucas lo aplastaron. ¿Qué es eso?
My thanks. The fairies' power resonated through my memories to
¿Qué es
guide
eso?
me here. I'm surprised that one so young was able to resist my power. But I should have before long.
¿Quién es ese? Ya, peleamos con Morgana antes que era la mamá y ese puede ser el papá.
Cereza!
Ahorita Jeanne. Su vínculo telepático.
Oh no. I figured she could handle that forest without my help. But this power is unlike anything I've ever felt before. It goes against all Umbran teachings. But I have no choice.
For years, this young girl had protected Cereza, always being sure to watch over her from afar. Her name was Jeanne, and she too was an Umbra witch, just beginning her training. Unlike Cereza, Jeanne lived in the Umbra witch village. Though forbidden, she often snuck out to meet her rival. The two never missed a chance to compare strength.
Se quieren.
Jeanne had been warned about the risks of soul projection, but that stayed her hand nary a moment.
Ya. O sea, se separa de su
For
cuerpo.
she aspired to surpass Cereza and become the strongest of all the Umbra witches, a goal that allowed no room for cowardice.
I swear, that girl likes to keep me busy.
Jeanne's technique split her soul from her body. She flew towards Avalon Forest.
Un meteorito, ¿vale? Ya atravesó el portal que cerraba eso.
I'm sure of it now. Something is afoot in this forest. And it's not just the fairies. Cereza, where are you?
Esos ojazos.
Jeanne had successfully arrived in Avalon. The forest air was tinged with a vile presence.
A ver, ¿cuál es esa presencia maligna? Debes saber, en verdad. ¿Puede ser el papá? Estoy pensando.
So this is the infamous fairy forest. But there's something else here. I'm sure of it.
El mapa. No sé cómo sé a dónde voy. No, creo que está cerrado.
The Elder would really give me an earful if she knew I was here. Whatever. I'm used to her lectures.
Yo no pensaría que Jeanne es más sensata.
Cereza, where are you? That girl. Always getting herself into trouble. What is that?
¿Shesher? ¿Es Shesher?
As Jeanne proceeded through the woods, she noticed something peculiar.
No, es Shesher.
Is that Cereza's stuffed cat? She must be in trouble. I knew it! As I thought, this is no fairy magic.
Who are you? Cheshire's voice alarmed Jeanne.
¿Qué pasó?
Who's there? Show yourself!
Es el peluche, mira que se movió.
Don't play dumb. You trapped me in here, didn't you? Cheshire said as he struggled to break free. But it took all his strength just to keep from being swallowed. He could barely move an inch.
You're a demon? What are you doing there? Where's Cereza?
Cereza? How do you know the girl? Eyes narrowed, Cheshire studied Jeanne with new interest.
Te está preocupado por ella también.
I'm an Umbra witch. Apprentice. Jeanne. I've come to save Cereza. What have you done with her? Get out here and explain yourself.
Oh, like I know where that brat is. Cheshire said, trying unsuccessfully to hide the desperation in his voice.
Wait, a demon? Here? Did Cereza summon you?
Algo así.
Jeanne knew Cereza well. Seeing the demon-possessed stuffed cat, she instantly grasped the situation. She thought for a moment, then had a truly devilish idea.
A ver, ¿cuál es su idea?
I have a proposition for you, demon. I'll get you unstuck. But in return, you help me find Cereza.
Find Cereza? The demon eyed Jeanne suspiciously.
No confía en nadie, ¿no?
That's the deal. If you say you'll help me, I'll move you to a body in a less precarious position. I have just the thing.
A ver, ¿qué tienes? ¿De dónde salió eso?
Jeanne produced a stuffed animal of her own. A handsome red stuffed cat.
¿De dónde salió eso?
Compared to Cheshire's tattered felt, its velvet fur had a rich sheen. Nevertheless...
No, pues muy fino para ese, creo.
Like I trust a human. You're all the same. You won't trick me. Cheshire barked at Jeanne.
Fine by me. Best of luck then.
Ah,
Jeanne
fría la
turned
otra.
her back on the prideful demon and prepared to set off on her own.
voy a decir, bien, ya, te ayudo.
Wait! Cheshire yelled, unable to conceal his distress. And with good reason. In a moment he would be sucked into that void for good. All right, let me into that blasted cat. But if this is a trick, your lunch. The demon reluctantly agreed to Jeanne's plan.
Very well, demon. Now, into the vessel you go!
Ya, y el peluche se lo llevaron.
To think this would come in handy here. Demon, speak your name.
I don't have one. The demon showed his gratitude the only way he knew how. An angry roar.
Pero todavía no tiene como que la energía que salía de su ojo.
I see. Then I shall call you Charles.
Charles. Creo que mejor Cheshire.
Charles? Perhaps the demon had grown more attached to the name Cheshire than he cared to admit.
Admítelo.
What's the fuss? Any name will do, right? Off we go now, Charles. We've no time to waste.
Charles. Una. Dos hadas. Tres hadas.
That was sooner than expected. I've held up my end of the bargain. Now earn your keep.
Cheshire was not fond of his new name, but now was not the time. Any protest would have to wait.
Guess that's okay.
Thus began
Later.
Jeanne and Cheshire. I mean,
Charles.
Jeanne and Charles' search for Cereza.
No sé, pienso que el otro diseño, el diseño andrajoso se le ve mejor a Cheshire. No, mira. Tan rápido normalmente vitalidad.
My brave friend, leave now, I implore you.
Mi valiente amiga.
Charles, was that you just now?
Tengo que estar abajo. Sí, tengo que estar abajo.
What are these cracks? Fairy tricks?
Tiene una voz. Tiene un ojo. Ah.
What is this place? The fairy stench is overwhelming.
Yes, this place is always crawling with them. Perfect for a quick snack. The demon had learned a few things on his journey, so he took this opportunity to show off.
Vale, tenemos la más elemental ya. Parece que... La de yo no tengo que estar ahí. Puedo cargar mientras me muevo. Si no hay nadie no hace nada. En cambio con cereza sí tenía que esperar hasta que estuviera alguien para el efecto. Otro grande, ¿en serio? ¿Qué tan largo es esto de acá? Porque yo tengo 6 corazones, 6 vidas. Nos fuimos a otra zona.
You know that little crybaby. Charles eyed Jeanne suspiciously as he spoke.
Crybaby? Oh, you mean Cereza. She may blubber from time to time, but look past the tears and you'll find a truly spectacular power. Cereza and I have a duty to become stronger. We must protect the legacy of the Umbra.
El legado de las sombras mencionadas. Son las últimas sombras de Capitán. Dale, otro.
Time to get punished!
Maldito te como. Otro cojo y no me digas que tiene otros 5 pétalos. Oh, sí tiene otros 5 pétalos. Ya van 7.
That said, well, I'm not surprised she summoned a demon into a stuffed cat. And I dare say, you seem to like it.
Like it? I'm counting down the seconds till she gets me back to Inferno.
Jeanne thought that Charles's felt cheeks looked more red than usual.
Cereza. She's close by, I can feel it. But where?
Charles heard Jeanne, but said nothing. Deep down, worry weighed heavy on his heart. He let out a sigh.
Uy. Qué vergüenza. Regresa. Despacito porque estas son las partes donde marean.
Go any farther, and you will regret it.
Who's there?
Vámonos al frente de la fisura. Unido. Y lo más seguro es que me den otros 5 pétalos. No digo otros 5 pétalos. Yo con este hicimos 8. Y creo que ya creo que entendí por qué me parecía que había menos. Porque al obtener más se hacen pequeños. Pues sí me he dado cuenta, les digo. No, buena idea. Uf.
You're hiding Ceresa, aren't you? Where is she?
Jeanne's voice echoed through the still forest. Whatever lay ahead would change her fate forever.
Este es el inicio, creo.
Jeanne could not shake this feeling. An inexplicable fear began to swell inside her.
Sabía que iba a sacarme por abajo. A ver. Otro 5. Y ahora que me doy cuenta, este lugar de acá es ya la casa de Morgana, aquí es donde entrenaron. ¿No? Sí, bebé, aquí está esta ya es la casa de Morgana. No hay casa.
Wait, the crack's here. I can feel Cereza from the other side.
What?
Ahí está.
The demon's eyes grew wide. What lay waiting on the other side?
¿Qué es esto?
Had they finally found Cereza?
¿Qué son esos? ¿Capullos? ¿Qué cosa? ¿Y qué son? ¿Qué son esas cosas? ¿Capullos o qué? Me parece que llegamos. Ahí hay alguien. Veo a alguien. Esto me recuerda a la magia del pata el viajero multidimensional del Bayonetta 3, que no sé su nombre.
But I can sense her magic. And she's not alone.
A ver.
Something put Jeanne's nerves on edge. This presence belonged to no fairy.
¿A qué pertenece entonces?
Look! Over there!
Charles had spotted something.
Charles. Ahí está Cerecita.
Jeanne followed Charles' gaze. She could see a small figure floating in the distance.
Sí, Cerecita.
It was Cereza. She was unnaturally still, frozen by some unknown power. Jeanne looked at Cereza's face. It was as pale as ice.
Láser. Yo salgo con la ruta. Se ha vuelto más amable, ¿sí?
So close. Whoever was behind this was determined to keep the girls apart. Charles bared his fangs and began to growl. The source of Jeanne's unease appeared before them now. He was suspended in the air, like a fell spectre. Fixed by his gaze, neither dared to so much as breathe.
¿Qué cosa es? ¿Y ese es un ojo o es solo un atuendo? Constatador de fenómenos. Decidido inmutable. ¿Quién es
You're
ese?
the one who was speaking to me before. Who are you?
So we meet again, my brave friend. Or perhaps introductions are in order. Yes, you may call me he who affirms all phenomena.
Se parece un poco al pata ese, no fue su
quite a
nombre.
mouthful. You're worse than no name over there. No matter. Anyone crossing the Umbra will pay!
Arc-Eve origin.
Aquí original.
That her continued defiance would bring me to this place.
Aquí ya comienzan toda la historia.
A slight
Entonces sí es, señor.
but she will be mine soon, nonetheless. And then I will affirm my word.
Me parece que sí es el mismo ser, no recuerdo su nombre, pero creo que
As he
sí.
spoke, the spectre's eyes grew crazed. They smoldered with a dark energy. But Jeanne and Charles did not back down.
What absolute poppycock! I won't let you lay a finger on my Umbran sister. Return Cereza, or prepare to feel the wrath of the Umbra!
Now is the time for all to be affirmed. All will be mine. Resistance is futile. Incredible! You managed to plant a demon there. Now I've got you. Very well. Have a taste of the freedom that resides within our Eve origin.
The spectre opened a scroll and called forth a fairy from thin air. Using the magic of the fairy realm, this technique gave shape to the pain inside Ceresa's heart.
Using Ceresa's pain? What a cowardly trick!
Meaningless.
Ahí está. Pero no tengo nada de vida ya.
What's the matter? Don't tell me you're giving up already.
He probably tastes horrible. I better swallow him in one gulp.
The demon was already licking his chops. But the spectre was unfazed. As he got to his feet, a faint smile crossed his lips.
You still don't
¿Cómo ven que sonríe?
understand, do you, Jeanne? What will happen if you oppose me?
How do you know my name?
I will show you, Jeanne. Give you a glimpse at what will happen if you continue along your current path.
Jeanne and Charles found they were unable to move. The spectre had them in his spell. A moment later, a torrent of horrible visions began to flood into Jeanne's mind. It was a vision of Jeanne as a grown woman, dealt a fatal blow by an unknown assailant.
Ya, esto es lo que vimos en el 3.
Stop these stupid tricks! I'll rip you apart!
Charles tried with all his might, but he could not move.
Jeanne, I have shown you a vision of things to come. If you do not distance yourself from them, that future will certainly find you. But this fate is not yet determined. Leave now, and it may yet be avoided.
The spectre rose once again. Suspended mid-air, he looked down on them with his piercing gaze. He slowly turned to face Ceresa.
No, pienses tocar.
Eve origin. You cannot resist much longer. Soon you will give me that which I desire. Then, finally, the nominal reformation will be realized.
¡Pum! ¿Qué le dio?
I told you. You won't lay a finger on my unbred sister!
Jeanne stood tall in defiance.
Perhaps I was too soft. Witness your cruel fate once more.
Y entonces es boom. Vamos a ser, bueno, Sal.
You too.
That pipsqueak made a promise to me she has yet to fulfill. You can't have her!
The beast gave a fierce roar.
Jeanne, you have seen what awaits you. Yet still, you would face me.
I won't run away. I am going to be the strongest witch of all!
La segunda.
You know what awaits, yet still you struggle. Jeanne, leave now. It is not too late. Stay away from me. Are you prepared to accept your fate, Jeanne? You think, aren't you dying to see what comes next?
Stop playing with her memories, you monster!
I'm being struck by an oversized claw. Resistance is futile. Incredible. You managed to climb the demon there. Jeanne, leave now. It is not too late. What a pitiful attempt at a summon. Arcade origin. Show us more of your
Ajá, porque 3. Casi me agarra ahí. Por fin le cayó uno. Por fin le cayó
Your
uno.
tricks won't work anymore. Come on!
Are you prepared to accept your fate, Jeanne?
Por fin le cayó uno y fue para el golpe final. Pues. No.
Perhaps I was not clear. I will achieve phenomenal affirmation. The two of you altering that is a statistical impossibility.
Igual pierdes, igual pierdes.
The spectre's right hand began to glow with an icy glimmer.
Stop!
Yes, that is what you humans say in the face of defeat. And when those pleas go unanswered, that is when you witness true despair.
No! No! Let go of him!
Charles screamed out in agony. The spectral flames were slowly eating through his body,
Pero todavía tienes otro cuerpo.
tearing
Bueno,
him
¿dónde estará también?
apart.
Todavía hay otro cuerpo, vamos.
After I'm finished with him, you're next. I tried to warn you not to get involved. It's a pity you will not listen.
Ya se liberó de las amarraderas.
Cereza! Wake up! Cereza! Cereza! Open your eyes, you fool!
Está petrificada, ¿cómo?
Impossible. Arch-Eve Origin is under my spell. She will not wake again. Ever.
Siempre dices eso y al final regresan.
Cereza! Did you forget our promise? We swore to become stronger together! Keep your promise! If you've any pride as an Umbra witch! Now's the time to prove it!
Ahí está.
The room was flooded with a light as bright as the sun. For a moment, everything around them seemed to dissolve in the radiant glow.
What is happening? Could she have awakened?
Y se despetrifica sola. Y está, levantó la mano. Pero todavía tiene el amuleto, que entonces antes de que terminara, antes de que todo terminara, porque el amuleto ya no lo debería tener. Un doble, un corazoncito de ella. Vamos, sí. No. Se transforma. No se transforma, solo carga un golpe, ¡pum! Cajas en todo el pecho.
The spectre's blood-curdling scream seemed to shatter the air itself.
El espacio-tiempo.
This is unfathomable. John, you have made your choice. That fate is now immutable.
I will not fear my fate. Whatever may come, I will stand and face it.
Y 3 veces técnicamente mueres. Y las 3 veces. Bueno, varias te ayudan.
His power extinguished, the spectre's body flickered, then faded away. As if in response, cracks and fissures burst all around them, and the world began to crumble.
It's all falling apart. Was this all just his illusion? Cereza!
Estoy tirado. Su peluche.
The color had begun to return to
Está
Cereza's
sonriendo.
cheeks. She was not yet awake, but from the faint smile on her face, she appeared to be having a pleasant dream.
I think she'll be all right. They will be able to return to the forest. And it looks like my time is almost up.
Sí, recordemos que era una presencia astral nomás.
Jeanne's body had grown faint. Her technique had reached its limit. Her traveling soul yearned to return to her body.
Well, Charles, which will it be?
Which? What do you mean, which?
Charles returned with a puzzled look.
Sí, ¿qué se refiere? ¿Te cago cereza o te vienes conmigo?
I'm asking, will you go back to that tattered doll? Or shall I send you home to Inferno?
Uy.
Charles blinked incredulously. Home to Inferno? This was something unexpected. Did Jeanne have such a power? For a moment, Charles simply stared at Jeanne, saying nothing. Finally, he spoke.
You think I'd trust you with that? Just keep it simple and put me back where you found me.
No solo porque no confías en ella, sino porque quieres cuidar de Cereza hasta que esté bien.
I see. Have it your way. But come on, you must like that body. Better than the lump of scraps Cereza drags around.
El otro tiene significado.
I hate them both the same.
Charles grumbled in his usual irritated manner.
Besides, you're too rough for my taste. At least the pipsqueak gives me a break once in a while.
That's so.
Seeing through his act, Jeanne smiled at the flustered demon. She used her Umbran arts to grant his wish and returned him to his former body.
Cheshire, there you are. I'm gone for a minute, and you get yourself lost again.
With a peaceful expression on her face, she gave Cheshire a big squeeze. Cheshire sighed and furrowed his brow, but somewhere deep down, he was relieved.
Farewell, Charles! No, Cheshire! And dare tell Cereza what happened here? I mean it!
I don't take orders from humans. But you saved me back there. I suppose I can make an exception this once.
Cheshire added softly.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear I was talking to a human. Take care of my friend, Furball.
Ole trapo. Vole pelos. Y se desvanecen los dos. Y ella.
Whatever lies ahead, I'll be ready. I'm going to be the strongest witch of all.
Thus concludes the adventure of Jeanne and Charles. We have seen how Cereza and Cheshire's journey went from here. But what of Jeanne? What happened to her after learning of her fate?
Bueno, sí.
It may not be possible to change one's destiny. However, Jeanne's indomitable spirit and steadfast resolve will surely guide her down a true path.
Enemiga, aliada,
Let us wish her
amiga.
success in her journey and put this chapter away in a safe place. Forevermore, this story will remain our little secret.
Qué bonito. Nuevo atendo el archivo original Johnny Short. Y bueno, con eso terminamos lo que sería el Bayonetta Origins. Como les dije antes, muy bueno, me gustó la forma de jugar, todo. Y espera de que salga otro Bayonetta. Bueno, pero ya sabemos que si sale Bayonetta será con la hija. Así que, a esperar. Espero que les haya gustado. Nos vemos hasta la próxima en el siguiente juego. Cuídense. Chao, chao.